I still don't know why I woke up at exactly 4:17 a.m. that morning. Maybe it was instinct, maybe it was fate, or maybe it was the sound that I didn't want to believe was real, because the first thing I heard was knocking. Soft, shaky, like someone was cold, but it was 4 in the morning. No one knocks at that time unless something is very wrong. At first, I stayed frozen in bed, listening. Knock, knock, knock. There it was again. My husband works night shifts, so I was alone with my 2 kids asleep upstairs. I told myself it was probably an animal hitting the door, or maybe I dreamed it. But then it happened a 3rd time. Louder, faster. At that point, I grabbed my phone, walked downstairs, and looked through the peephole. And what I saw, honestly, didn't feel real. There was a girl standing on my porch, barefoot, shivering, her face bruised and streaked with dirt. She looked maybe 15, and when the porch light hit her, something about her expression hit me like a punch. It was the look of someone who had run out of hope. She didn't say, "Hello," or "Please help." She just whispered, "He's coming." I cracked the door open just an inch. My heart was hammering so hard I could hear it in my ears. "Who's coming?" I asked. She swallowed like her throat hurt. Her voice was barely there. "My kidnapper." I don't remember inviting her inside. My body just moved. I pulled her in, locked the door, and immediately shut off all the lights. She was shaking so badly her teeth were clicking together. Her name was Haley, 15 years old, missing for 3 days. She had met a man online, older, charming, pretending to care. Once she got into his car, he took her phone, tied her wrists, and kept her locked in a spare room in his house. But that night, he fell asleep, drunk, and she used a broken piece of metal from the bed frame to cut the rope around her hands. She didn't have a plan. She just ran, through dirt, trees, darkness, all the way until she reached the first house with lights on. Mine. I was still listening to her story when her whole body suddenly tensed up. "He's here," she whispered, and before I could ask anything, I heard it too. A car engine, creeping down the street, slow, hunting. I turned off the last remaining light, grabbed her hand, and we hid in my pantry. We could hear the car stop outside my house. Then footsteps, heavy ones, right outside my door. The door handle turned, soft at first, then harder. Haley grabbed my arm so tight her nails dug into my skin. The handle rattled violently. Then a man's voice. "Haley, open the door, right now." I dialed 911 silently, with shaking fingers. The operator told me the police were 2 minutes away, but those 2 minutes felt like the longest of my entire life. The man started circling my house. You could hear his shoes crunching the gravel, his hands brushing the windows, like he was feeling the walls, searching for a way in. Then he slammed his fist into the door so hard the entire frame shook. "Haley!" She started crying silently, not loud sobbing, just tears streaming down her face while she tried not to make a sound. And then, sirens, loud, close, sharp. The man sprinted to his car, tried to take off, but police had already blocked the street. They arrested him after a short chase. When they finally entered the house, they found us curled up in the pantry. Haley buried her face into my shoulder and asked one question. "Am I safe now?" The officer said, "Yes, you're safe." And for the first time, I think she believed it. Turns out the man had a long history of online grooming and had been planning to move her across state lines. She went home to her family that same day. And me? I spent the entire morning shaking, realizing that one random decision, waking up, checking the door, opening it, probably saved a girl's life. To this day, whenever I hear knocking at night, I still freeze. But I would open that door again, 1,000 times over.